What's up, agents? Patrick Wolf here. Today's video is going to be a very interesting one. This is a Banshee Darkzone PvP build. This build will be a high survivability, very high utility max damage build that is used to kill uh, players in the occupied dark zone and normalized dark zone and rogue agents in those dark zones. So this is the build that I'm going to be using and what you guys should give a try because this is a very strong build in my opinion. So like I said in my other build videos, guys, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. I'm giving you guys ideas. You guys should build off of them, not just just take it with a grain of salt. If you think something's not right, well then give me a message. Let me know what you think should be done to improve it. This is the build. So we're going to be using the sharpshooter specialization. If you guys are on console, use survivalist because that 15% assault rifle damage will be better than the headshot damage if you guys are not good at aiming or hitting your shots. But I have actually adjusted this build to help console players as well. So just keep that in mind when you guys are choosing which specialization to use, also with the reload speed and things like that, as you guys know. So I like to use this at all times. So if you guys want to follow that, go for it. It's always the strongest to me. So as you guys can see, it's only got 2 firearms, 11 defense, and 10 electronics. Is that quite strong? Yes, it is in my opinion. You don't really need any firearms with this build. You get up to 70 to 80% damage just from proccing all the talents and various buffs that you get and attributes. So what gun are we going to be using? This is an assault rifle build. We're going to be using the military P416. This is the best assault rifle in the game. Unfortunately, guys, I don't have the right talent, so you guys want to be rolling Optimist. This build is not min-maxed. I'm going to tell you guys exactly where I'm wrong and what I need to get. I'm still farming, but I just want to let you guys know so you know what to be running in the DZ right now. So Optimist will be when you lose ammo, you gain more damage. I'm still looking for it on an assault rifle, so when I do it, I will proc it straight on there. And Allegro, obviously, because that's one of the strongest as well. So mine's only hitting 13.8, but trust me, that goes up with all your talents. All right, so the Nemesis. Why do I use the Nemesis? The reason being is that I like to snipe people from long ranges, and I like to do that all the time. I like to pick off rogue players all the time, guys. A whole group, you can pick them off without even them knowing where you are. So that's why I normally use this. You guys can use a chatterbox if you really want to, but I recommend using this. Then this is going to be the set that we're going to be using, the Killer Guard set. Because why? Because hazard protection is one of the strongest attributes in this game right now. 20% hazard protection is very strong. The pulse skill power, that's obvious, guys, because we're going to be using pulse on the mask, and total armor, which is always good in every kind of situation. So you guys want to be using spotter because of the 20% damage. So when you're looking for rogue agents or agents in the DZ, you'll find them very quickly with this, and you get, if you guys can stack cooldown like I've done here, you can get it back really quickly. Then get some health, 14k health I've got there. Try to get health if you guys can. It's very important. This is where the build comes into play, like the survivability part. So you guys need Unbreakable, the strongest talent in the game, in my opinion. It's unbelievably strong. Yes, I know it's not 70% in some of the DZs, but it's very strong still, even if it's 25%. It comes back very quickly, and it's basically like a nomad, guys. It gives you a little extra life, especially if you get shot in the back by rogues. It works perfectly for this build, and it takes a lot to activate, but it's worth it. So roll 45k armor. That's almost max. You guys need a big armor roll and an armor percentage roll. Forget about the headshot damage. I'm looking for one that also has armor percentage. So make sure you try find that one. That'll raise from about 304k to about 330k. So it's not vital, but it'll make your build a bit stronger. So the holster, guys, ongoing directive. This is perfect for the DZ because you need to hit your shots, and there's a lot of long range fights. I recommend this for console players. Make sure you roll this. It's very important. If you're a PC player and you've got aimbot or you're just so confident in your own aiming, use something like this with precise. That's what you would go for more headshot damage. But this is great for console players as well. I'm stacking a lot of utility on it, cooldown reductions and that, because I want to get the on the ropes procced, which is the next piece that we're going to be running. So we got health, armor, weapon damage is very important as well, 8.5% rolled on there. Killer Guard set on the ropes. So when you pulse in PvP, you find the player in the DZ. You do 20% damage from the spotter talent. Then once it's down, you get this buff. So they make up for each other. When one is gone, the next one procs. So make sure you guys have on the ropes. It's very strong and hardened, obviously, for armor. We don't need a lot of health in this game right now, guys. Health goes down too quickly. Armor is the best thing to be stacking right now. That's just from my personal experience. So once you've got those pieces, the gloves now, this is going to be interesting. If you guys don't want to be using the weapon handling and you just want damage, go for compensated. I don't have compensated right now. That's why I'm doing this. But also to show you guys what to be running. Compensated gives you extra damage. I think it's 15% by having less than 5% crit chance, if I'm not mistaken, or less small amount of crit chance. And this build does not have any crit chance because you don't need it. So compensated would be perfect there. So definitely go for compensated there. And now this is where the build gets very interesting. So we've got Patience. So the normal Gila Guard with the armor, try get as high roll armor as you can. Patience. After being in cover for 5 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. This is unbelievably strong in PvP and very underused. I know people are trying to glitch this out. I know there's a glitch going around, but don't try use the glitch, you guys will get banned. This just works by itself so well. It gives you that extra bit of tankiness that you need, when you're getting flanked by rogue players, especially when there's more than one. This build just works well against multiple um, rogues attacking you, or you're trying to fight maybe 4 guys who are trying to kill you while you're rogue. It's the perfect little Banshee setup, especially with this patience on it. And this build just works really well. Mod everything with the best stuff that you can get, guys. Because it's going to get very tricky. Like I said, don't overlook hazard protection. It's a very good talent because guys will be spamming grenades. I'm sure you guys know that. So once you've got all of this together, this build really works well. From long range to close range, you can melt other players, get your life back, have good sustained damage and utility. The utility is stronger than just flat out damage, which most people are making the mistake of using. So I recommend this build to you guys if you want to have something that works really well on the DZ. I love it. It works for me all the time. Everything is active except obviously this needs to be optimist, so go for that when you guys can. Weapon damage, as you can see, the stats are not that great. They don't look that great, guys, but look at this: 44% reload speed, 30% stability, 30% weapon handling. Um, Things like max health is not that great, or your armor on kills 0, or armor damage 0, or damage to elites 0. But trust me, guys, utility of the skill cooldown, and the spotter, and on the ropes, and the survivability from all of that utility of this build, from Unbreakable, it works really well. You can hit all your shots and you get a lot of damage buffs. Don't forget about that. So, anyways, guys, that's the build. Now the skills, you want to obviously be using Pulse. Now you can use the deployable one, but it's just the scanner. See, mine comes back every 30 seconds, which is pretty good. So you want to get it to about at least 35 seconds, I would say, guys, so you can always be pulsing around all the time, catching out the enemies, and it really does help. Now don't forget about the 20% damage. Even if you guys don't have this talent, just having a pulse with a low cooldown is one of the strongest things right now because you can see other players before they can see you. So that's very strong in the DZ. So yeah, then obviously the normal chem launcher, guys, you want to be using that, the healing chem launcher. So that's the build, guys. This build is really great. I call it the Banshee build. It's really good in the DZ. I'm going to try and maximize it as much as I can. Try and farm the best parts and get maybe compensated on my gloves because I need compensated for this build to be viable, and maybe another holster with a bit more utility because bear in mind, guys, that when you're building this build, it's very tricky to get the 11 and the 10. You have to roll everything together. That's why, things like having ongoing directive, not only does it give you weapon handling, but it gives you that 1, 2, 3, 4 utility mods, which a lot of other pieces don't have. So it's a bit tricky to make this combination in any other way. So like when I get the compensated glove, I have to hope that it's just the right rolls on it, have utility and things like that. So I'm going to get grinding. I'm going to hit in the DZ now, maybe farm some players with this build. So I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to see my next videos. And I'll be seeing you agents in the DZ. Peace out, boys.